Our service is an ongoing project. We're proud of the progress we've made these last 2 years, but of course we're never done with it. And that's why we systematically run customer surveys to find strengths and weaknesses in the complete experience our users get. I can understand if these surveys feel a little bit corporate, another of those emails in your inbox, but for us they're extremely valuable. And we recently surveyed nearly 500 of you who just started using any of the 4 headsets currently on sale. And no surprises is that the highest scoring part of the whole experience are the visuals, getting a solid 4.8 out of 5, which is what Pimax has always been known for. And we want to make sure the rest of the service is just as good. So what we learned is that, for example, a setup came back with a 4.3 out of 5, a big improvement in recent years with a headset that works straight out of the box for the vast majority of people. We can still work on a better onboarding and fix some common issues to further improve it. And the support tickets for people who needed it got a 4 out of 5. It's kind of okay maybe, but when we slice those numbers, we actually see that most customer experiences are really good. Yet it's a small number of cases that drags down the whole average number really badly, caused by very specific issues that still require long waits or that get bounced around between departments. So our most recent, let's call it changelog based on that, as well as some other improvements we're making. First, to fix one of those very specific issues, headset replacements. When a hardware swap is required, we will now send you the replacement first. And this significantly speeds up the whole process because you can keep using your old headset. Also, in most cases, we do away with the deposit requirement. As for return products, we also clarified extremely rare cases in which the package was lost. In such a case, Pimax takes on the responsibility as long as the customer has proof of drop-off. Third, if you're in Europe, we're opening, as a pilot, a European feedback hotline for the month of August. And this number opens every working day for a few hours, and we'll see if the need is big enough to warrant a full phone number, but also if you can actually solve enough questions and cases this way, or whether we and customers prefer to just use email and the chat function in Pimax Play. The benefit of those last two is that you can easily send a log from your PC. Fourth, we're standardizing sales service for third parties so that more stores can more easily stock, for example, replacement parts such as cables or foam, but also to make it easier for third parties to sell Pimax accessories. Everybody wins. We've also been silently adding more 3D models to printables just for this case. Then there's also a lot of small stuff as we smoothen out other processes, such as faster refunds and faster handovers if a support ticket is transferred from our care to our after-sales team for technical repairs. As for quality control, based on the past months, we've also improved some parts of this process to better identify possible issues. Then, as always, we're taking feedback from the community, and we're working on that ourselves or with developers such as SBS3. So the native SteamVR driver is coming to all our current headsets, and features you've been asking for are being worked on, such as better VR recording, FOV crop, and Linux support. And then one last personal note, I recently relocated from Shanghai back to the Netherlands, so I'm closer to many of you, plus I'm relearning about life in Europe after 8 years away. Stay tuned, thank you.